Shalom. I'm going to begin first and foremost giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Karpitash, Barakte Yahweh, Barakte Yahushua, the water, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bahashem Karpitash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. Is the brother Micah Allah. And today the topic is kidnapping. All right, Exodus 21 verse 16. And he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. There's been many cases in the scriptures of people, being taken and sold. You got the case of Joseph, by his own brothers, and got sold and ended up in Egypt. Then he rose up to power, being the right-hand man to Pharaoh, because the Most High was with him. But then you got cases of all those times that Israel went into slavery. Okay. And that's going to be happening a lot in this world really soon. All right. It's happening now in some places, but hey, at least 287 Nigerian students abducted from school by gunmen, say authorities. That'd be happening a lot in Liberia. Okay, they'd be kidnapping children, turning them into child soldiers. All right, gunmen have attacked the school in Nigeria's northwest region, seizing at least 287 students in the second mass abduction in the West African nation in less than a week. All right, and among that they have those students, among that they have, male and female. Right, so for the males that they're abducting, they got to be put to death. Because abduction is allowed. All right, but only in this case. And before I read that verse, let me read this real quick. Nigeria's Boko Haram crisis. Dozens of women feared abducted in Gamboro, Nagala. The victims were mostly women who lived in a camp in Gamboro, Nagala town after fleeing their homes because of attacks by the insurgents, locals said. The abductions occurred when the group went to collect firewood to cook or sell, they added. All right, it says the exact number is unknown. It is estimated more than 200 people were abducted. It says the stark reminder that women and girls are among the most affected. All right, now, kidnapping a woman, that is allowed according to scriptures, but only under very strict and specific circumstances. All right, Deuteronomy 22, verse 28, starting at verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. All right, so if you find a virgin, all right, you could take her, man. All right, you could take her, you could pop her, as long as you pay off the father. All right, you're good. All right, you acted within the law. But these kidnappers, man, I mean, who knows what they're probably doing to some of these women, man. They could be, and some of these women could be married, all right. So that's definitely going off. But let's say, that, let's say they're not married. All right, some of them are, let's say even some of them are virgins. All right, and they're getting raped. Well, now they gotta pay the father 50 shekels, and they gotta marry those girls that they raped, or those women. Women, really, okay? Yeah, they raping girls, they're going off. All right. But women, all right, if they're raping virgin women, they have to follow the scripture and pay their fathers these shekels of silver. But they're not going to be doing that. Matter of fact, they're doing the opposite. They're asking for ransoms. So these Nigerian kidnappers, man, they all got to be put to death. Really, they got to be put to death. Okay. According to Exodus 21, all right, and he that stealeth a man, he shall surely be put to death. They gotta be put to death. But here's a case where, kidnapping of women was allowed in Israel. And I mean, and technically it is allowed, but like Paul said, things are lawful, but not everything is expedient. I mean, you can't go around, killing homosexuals, killing murderers, or killing adulterous people, because even though the Lord will allow it scripturally, in this world, it's you'll go to prison for that, for doing these things in this world. All right, so Judges 21, starting at verse 15. All right, and this was, in this chapter, all the other tribes of Israel had gone to war with Benjamin, and Benjamin's numbers were reduced. So they had to find them wives to replenish the tribe. All right, Judges 21, starting at 15. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that Yahweh had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. Howbeit we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of Yahweh in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And it shall be, when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain, that we will say unto them, be favorable unto them for our sakes, because we reserve not to each man his wife in the war. Because we reserve not to each man his wife in the war. For ye did not give unto them at this time, that ye should be guilty. So they found a loophole, all right, since they technically didn't give their daughters. They got kidnapped instead. That's a loophole. So the curse didn't fall on them. And verse 23, and the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives, according to their number, of them that danced, whom they caught. And they went and returned unto their inheritance, and repaired the cities, and dwelt in them. All right, so kidnapping is allowed under a very specific context, all right, but only of women. All right, and it cannot be a married woman. All right, you kidnap a married woman, all right, you gotta be put to death. Okay, because that woman, and her husband, they're one. All right, so it's like you're kidnapping a married woman. It's like you're kidnapping a man too. So you gotta be put to death. But if you kidnap, a virgin, all right, you know, you, you're not going off according to the scriptures. But it's not like I'm saying, oh, you gotta go out there. Hey, there's brothers. Any of you brothers ain't got no women, man. Hey, go out there. You know, look for wait outside the middle school. Wait outside the middle school till school's out. And get yourself a little thing, man. A little thing, man. No, man, I'm not saying go do that. All right, hey, you're gonna put out an Amber Alert and hey, you're going to jail, man. You're going to jail. All right, it's not expedient to do in this society. All right, there's a lot of things that are not expedient. Like Paul said, is some things are just not expedient to do in this society. All right, you can't be going out there, putting homosexuals to death, adulterous people to death, murderers, all those gangbangers out there in California and Chicago, man, all those dudes got to be put to death, man. Pursuant to the law, they all got to be put to death. But there's just things that you don't do. However, society will collapse one day. There ain't gonna be no 911, no cops, no military. There's gonna be no backup coming. All right, and that's gonna be happening all over the world. Right, society collapsing. And that situation you're seeing there, the kidnappings, man, in Nigeria, all that lawlessness is going to come soon to a theater near you. And if the Most High is not with you, man, is not with your family, hey, you or your daughters, your sisters, and your wives and your mothers could be kidnapped real easily. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.